The reason I wanted to make this video is just kind of show you some things that I haven't really seen in other videos. One, the arms on this thing are interchangeable, so you can take these middle arms out and you can move them around into different positions. And everything I'm going to show you here that comes with this, I'll make sure and point it out. There are a few things here that I've added myself, and this is just something that I kind of came up with on my own. I just took a 1/4 bolt, came through this arm, and then you can mount other accessories on here in addition to the mounts that come with this. This is hollow here, so you can run your cables through it, or you can take a simple 1/4 bolt and a nut with a couple washers, and you can add accessories to it that don't come with it. This does come with a pretty solid mount for mounting to your table. I've got it mounted to my lift here in the garage. It does wobble a little bit. You know, I've got all the weight hanging off to this side. I don't think it's going to fall, but I am worried about how much it's going to bounce when I'm taking video. All right, so what comes with this thing? It comes with the mount. It's got a pretty wide opening. I mean, it's probably able to open up 2.5 inches or so. It comes with 3 different arms, and there are 2 versions of this that I've seen. The single version, the one that only comes with 1 arm, basically comes with this arm I've got mounted on the bottom, and that's something else to keep in mind here. You can put these arms in any configuration. You can have bottom, top. You can take an arm off. It doesn't matter. The single arm model basically comes with this same clamp, this pole, and this does screw together right here, so you've got 2 sections there, and then it comes with this arm here, just the one on the bottom. It's got a lock collar here, slides down over this center shaft, and then you just lock it into place. And then you've got these locks here, so you can swivel your camera or any kind of gear you want to put on here to wherever you want to put it, and then just tighten that down and it'll stay in place. I switched this arm with that arm there so I could mount my Tascam straight to this with an adapter and a 1/4 thread. The thread on this has a 3/16 thread on it instead of the standard 1/4, and I couldn't thread this straight into the Tascam, so I switched that around. This arm here has the mount so that the mic arm just fits right down in there, and then it's got a thumb screw here that locks down on that, so you can secure that. I've got it loose right now, but you can lock that in place as well. Then you've got your mic arm here that you can position this wherever you want it at. I left this a little bit loose, so if I'm in front of the camera, I can turn it that way. If I'm filming from a first-person point of view perspective, I can turn this around, and that way I can talk behind the camera very easily. Whereas if you've got your camera mounted in your cold shoe, you're constantly flipping it back and forth depending on where you're at on the camera. There is also a 1/4 mount here on the top of this that you could mount, you know, a light or something in here. I even thought about taking this little ball screw. This is an extra one. This does not come with this. This is one that I bought separately. You can get these on Amazon as well, which is where I purchased this at. Mount something like this up on top there, and then you could put a light on this thing as well. I'll probably remove this arm here simply because I don't need it, but you can see here when you loosen this up, those slide up and down. You get it to the height you want it, and then you just tighten it back up. You know, that will go around 360 degrees all the way around this thing, and then just tighten it down where you want it at. And again, if you don't need this arm this long, you can remove this section. Just take your thumb screw out here, take it out here, and then take this piece out, pick this piece up, and just move it over here and bolt it down. There's only one center section comes with this kit, so this is the only section right here that you can take off and put in other sections, and each one of these sections, each one of these arms I should say, has a different mount on the end of it. This arm here, this is a 1/4 mount here. You've got your mic mount here, and then on this arm here, this screws into here, and I think this is, I'm not even really sure what size that is. It looks like about a 9/16. I'm sure I'm wrong on that, but it's big. So that screws into that arm. And again, you can't screw anything else in here. You got a 1/4 there, the larger hole here. This one just slides in with a thumb screw on the other side. So you really can't extend this out because all of the arms have something different on them. And obviously you can't use these first pieces anywhere in the middle of this because it's got the big hole here to mount on this pole. Now you can also loosen this section here, and that pulls out, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches, not a lot. That gives you about 8 to 9 inches total of extra lift to put your camera or something else on here. But anyway, like I said, I know there's a lot of good reviews on YouTube about these things, so I almost didn't do it. I think this will be the first one that's really shown it in kind of a setting like I'm using it in. This is something else here. I don't believe the single arm camera mount system comes with this. It does come with a mount, but it doesn't have the quick connect on it like this. I don't know if I can do this without dropping my camera here, but you loosen this up and then your camera mount comes out here, and you've also got a ball head here that you can loosen up, and then you can position your camera. You know, you can put it straight down, you can aim it up, you can twist it, turn it, any way you want to do it, and then you can just tighten this back down. Weight capacity on this thing, I think I'm probably pretty close to the limits. So I've got the Tascam 70D mounted there, the ball mount, and then my Canon M6 Mark II. I also have a couple extra handles on here. So I mean, there's, I don't know, I don't have a scale to weigh it. So I'm gonna start a new channel and post this on a channel that I'm gonna do kind of as a secondary channel of my main channel, just to do reviews on stuff like this that I use around the shop. I'll see how this one's received, and if it's received well, I'll make some more reviews. If you got any questions, guys, I try to respond to all the comments, so leave me a comment down below, and if you got any questions about this thing, I'll try to answer it for you. Till next time.